Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Right now I'm going to be sharing with you my top 5 blushes, and this is because I love blushes and one of my Twitter/Instagram friends, Tanya, or Tonbot7, she was at the Essie Button meetup back in December, but she's also a blush person, so I figured that I would do this video sort of for her as well as for me and for anyone else who loves blushes. So yeah, this is going to be basically a mix of, you know, from drugstore to high-end, so let's get this started. So my favorite drugstore blush would have to be the Milani Baked Blush in Luminoso, and this is just a really pretty peach color, and it's not over shimmery, which is nice, so you can definitely wear this every single day. But here's just there, I don't know if you can see, there. It's just a really nice light peach color. I think it's flattering on most, if not all, skin tones, and it just really helps brighten up the face. So you can get this at Loblaws here and at some Walmart locations, as well as online at ftbbeauty.ca. So I'll leave a link down below if you're interested in the Milani blushes. It's only $9 or $10, and it's definitely, you know, really good bang for your buck. It's a really great blush, and, you know, I think Milani is one of the drugstore brands that are maybe, I would say, underrated, because I think everyone mostly focuses on the big ones like Maybelline and CoverGirl and Revlon, but I think Milani is slowly making its way up. My next 2 favorite blushes, I would say, are from the mid-range, so you can get these at Sephora, as well as anywhere else that sells Clinique. So let's start by talking with the Clinique Cheek Pop, and I have this in Berry Pop, and I love the little daisy, or is it a daisy or chrysanthemum? I think it's chrysanthemum. Either way, it's got a flower imprinted on it, and it's just so pretty to look at. And this one is a really, really nice, bright sort of pink color. It looks pretty intense there just because I've heavily swatched it. But when you blend it in, which is actually, it's what I'm wearing today, it's really, really subtle. And I find that with a lot of these brighter pinks, it actually works to make your skin look a little bit more radiant and I would say youthful, just because, especially with Berry Pop, it's a cooler tone, maybe like blue-based pink, so it definitely just works to give you that lively sort of look. So the Clinique Cheek Pops are fantastic. I swatched all the colors in store, and I thought that this one was just one that I didn't really have a color like it yet, so I picked this up last year when they first launched, and I love it. And I've been wearing it recently a lot more because I've been rocking finally a matte fuchsia lip, and this is MAC Flat Out Fabulous, which is just, you know, I used to have a complex about red lipstick, and so I was too afraid to wear it, and then after I got into red, I thought, I don't think pink is going to look good on me, and then I tried Flat Out Fabulous, and I love it. But anyway, let's get back to blushes. My next favorite blush is the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Blush, and this is in Natural Beauty. And I've talked about this one in previous videos, but Natural Beauty is more of a red tone blush, and as the name would suggest, it is very natural, because generally when we get flushed or when we blush, we mostly turn more red. And again, this one looks a little intense when it's heavily swatched, but what's nice about the Tarte blushes is that they are extremely pigmented, so you actually don't need a lot of it to get a lot of, you know, color. And in that sense, if you're too heavy-handed, you're gonna look like a clown, so definitely just be careful with these. I bought this like maybe 2.5, 3 years ago. This is one of my first Sephora blushes that I ever bought, and as you can see, you can still see like the little embossed design in it, so clearly this is going to last for quite some time. Yeah, I don't foresee me running out of this blush for at least another 2 years, so to be fair, I don't use it every single day, but even when I do, like I said, you don't need a lot. So the Tarte blushes, whatever color that you pick, it's going to be great. I have, I think, like 6 of these, so these are definitely a really, really great Sephora pick. My favorite high-end blush, and to be fair, I generally only buy high-end blushes when they're limited edition, just because they are a lot more expensive, and for the most part, they're, you know, I don't see the need to buy a super permanent one when I can probably find a similar color. So yes, I get roped into the whole limited edition thing. Don't judge me, but if you do, whatever. But yeah, so I would say, like, if you're going to splurge on a high-end blush, then definitely wait for a limited edition, because generally the packaging will be a lot nicer. The formula might be a little bit cooler too, and I just like, usually the limited editions, the colors that come out will be a little bit more unique. But, you know, as with all makeup, I think you can always find a very similar dupe, but okay, either way. My favorite high-end blush is my Dior Cannage. So this is the My Lady blush, and I talked about this in, I think, one of my earlier videos, but this is a gorgeous, just sort of more of a deeper pink, almost leaning towards a little bit more red toned blush. Let me just find a finger that's not full of blush already. There we go. Okay, let's try this hand. Okay, so the Cannage blush, there we go. As you can see, still sort of pink, but it leans almost strawberry. And just, I love this design, and I think this is what I initially fell in love with. And this is basically, this is based off their popular Cannage tote, so that's why it has all the weaving and all that. So I think just as a collector's item, this is beautiful. So if you are into collecting makeup, and you are willing to splurge every once in a while, then definitely pick up a Dior or a Chanel, just because for the most part they are worth it. The quality is there. However, on like a day-to-day basis, if you're just buying a blush just because you're addicted to blushes, you probably won't want to be dropping, you know, 60 bucks every single time. But I think every once in a while, just splurge. Plus, this case is heavy, made of tin, and it's just, or, you know, metal, made of something that's shiny and hard. What? Okay, this is getting weird. Anyway, my last blush, and so I was trying to figure out, should I just do top 5? So let's just keep it at 5. So I figured I would share with you my favorite cream blush. Now, cream blushes are nice because they blend, I believe, you know, just in my experience, they blend a little bit better. It gives you a really nice natural sort of dewy sort of finish, and it's nice especially if you are a little bit, if your skin's a little bit drier and you want to bring a little bit more moisture. But my favorite is from Bobbi Brown, and it is their Pot Rouge in Fresh Melon. And Fresh Melon, as you can see, it's, you know, very, in terms of color, it's like melon or like cantaloupe. Yeah? I don't know. Either way, this is a really, really nice springy type of color, and it's almost like a cream version, I would say, maybe of even Luminoso, but a little bit more, I would say a little bit more pink toned. I don't know. I think the Pot Rouges from Bobbi Brown are great because they are pretty versatile, because they are intended for lips and cheeks. However, I've never really been the one to use the same color on my cheeks as well as lips. It's just not for me, but I like the fact that you have that option. But I like applying this with a stippling brush. I got my friend Heidi into these as well because she bought, I think, 2 of these one time when we went out. So I think she says she just uses her fingers, which is fine too, but because I generally don't like putting stuff in my fingers and then putting it on my face, I will use a stippling brush. So yeah, Bobbi Brown Pot Rouges, if you're looking for a really nice cream blush that is, I would say, within like the mid-range sort of pricing, then definitely go check them out. All of these blushes I love. However, I do have tons of blushes, so it was extremely difficult, you know, picking a top 5. But if you have any questions about them, please feel free to leave it down below. Or if you want to share with me any of your favorite blushes, Tanya, I'm looking at you. So I don't know, take a picture of your blushes, girl, because I would love to see that. But yeah, if you want to share with me your blush collection or your favorite blushes, then please feel free to do so. And if you have any recommendations of blushes that I should try, then leave that too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!